Good morning, dear students, and welcome back in our e-learning maths class. Myself, Sheetal Dholi from Gokhale Education Society's HL High School English Medium, Ozar Township. I am here for Standard 9 Mathematics Part 2, and today we are going to discuss on 6th chapter, that is circle. Let's start. I am going to explain the next chapter, that is circle. In that chapter we have to learn circle, property of chord of the circle, incircle and circumcircle. Before going to start the actual content, let's recall few concepts. In previous standard already you learned about the chord, diameter, radius, center of circle, then central angle, etc. Now here look at the diagram and just we have to complete the given table. Now if you observe the diagram, in that diagram we have to write the name of chord. Now here we know that chord means, here we can see that BC is a chord of the circle, as well as the diameter is also biggest chord of the circle, so we can write the name CD also. Then segment PA is nothing but radius of the circle. Then diameter of the circle, just tell me the name of that. Correct, that is CD. Segment CD is diameter of the circle. Again we have to write the name of the radius, so here we can mention that PD is the radius of circle. Then what is the center of circle? That correct, point P is nothing but center of circle. Now central angle, that means the angle those are formed at the center. So here we can mention angle APC. Angle APC is a central angle. Similarly, angle CPA is also we can say here central angle. Already you learned this all concept in previous standard. We just recall here. Now here actual content we have to learn about the circle. Let's start. Now see a circle. Here you can observe one diagram is given here. Here in the diagram we can observe the diameter is also there. Center of circle, radius, chord of the circle. Okay. Now before going to start all this concept, first of all we'll discuss what is the meaning of circle. Circle, the set of points in a plane which are equidistant from a fixed point in the plane is called circle. A set of points in a plane which are equidistant from the fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Now here fixed point, that means here we can say center of the circle O, and here whatever the set of points are there, those are at the fixed distance from that center is called as a circle. Now here some terms related with a circle. Now first one we have to see the meaning of center of circle. The fixed point is called the center of the circle. Then next one, now here in diagram we can observe O is the center of circle. Next concept is radius of circle. The segment joining the center of the circle and point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. The segment joining the center of the circle and the point on the circle is called as the radius of circle. In diagram we can observe segment OA is radius of the circle. Next concept is chord of the circle. The segment joining any two points of the circle is called chord of the circle. Segment joining any two points on the circle. We can observe here that point P and Q, these 2 points are on the circle, and the segment joining any 2 points on the circle is called chord of the circle. Now here R and Q, this is also chord of the circle, and R and RQ is called as a diameter of the circle. Diameter is the biggest chord of the circle. Next concept is diameter of the circle. The chord passing through the center of the circle. The chord passing through the center of the circle is called the diameter of the circle. A diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Already I told here in diagram, RQ is nothing but the longest chord of the circle, or we can say that RQ is a diameter of the circle. This RQ chord is passing through the center of the circle, so it is called as a diameter of the circle. Okay, understood everyone? So here we can say that in figure O is the center of the circle, Segment OA is the radius of the circle. Segment PQ is the chord of the circle. Segment RQ is the diameter of the circle, as well as segment RQ is the longest chord of the circle. Okay. Now we will discuss on the properties of the chord. For that we have to discuss on theorem. Let's start. See the first property of chord. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisect the chord. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisect the chord. Now look at the diagram. Here we can observe O is the center of the circle. Segment AB is the chord of the circle. Perpendicular drawn on the chord of the circle from the center. That means OP perpendicular to AB. Bisect the chord. That means here we have to show that AP equals to PB. Now see here given. Segment AB is the chord of the circle with center O. Then OP perpendicular to AB. It is given. What we have to prove that? Segment AP congruent to segment PB. Okay. Now see the proof. Here we have to do the construction. We have to draw the segment OA and segment OB. Due to that we get the two triangles. Triangle OPA and triangle OPB. In the triangle, angle OPA equal congruent to angle OPP. Angle OPA congruent to angle OPB, because segment OP perpendicular to chord AB. That means these are formed the right angle triangles. Okay. Then segment OP, that OP middle one. Segment OP congruent to segment OP, that is common side. And hypotenuse OA congruent to hypotenuse OB, that is radii of the same circle. So triangle OPA congruent to triangle OPB according to hypotenuse side theorem. And if the triangles are congruent, their remaining parts are also congruent. So according to that, segment AP congruent to segment PB. That means perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisect the chord. Understood everyone? This is the first property of the chord. Now we will discuss on the second property. The next theorem. The segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoints of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. The segment joining the center of circle to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular to the chord. See the given. Segment AB is the chord of the circle. AB is the chord of the circle with center O. Then P is the midpoint of chord AB. Then that means AP congruent to PB. It is given. What we have to prove that? We have to prove that OP perpendicular to AB. Again we have to do construction. We have to draw the segment OA and OB. Due to that we are getting the two triangles again. Triangle AOP and triangle BOP. In the triangle, segment OA congruent to segment OB, because these are the radii of circle. Then OP congruent to OP, it is a common segment. AP congruent to PB, it is given. So triangle AOP congruent to triangle BOP according to side test. Okay, that means if the triangles are congruent, then remaining parts are congruent. So according to that, OPA congruent to OPB, corresponding angle of congruent triangle. But these angles are in linear pair. So angle OPA plus angle OPB equals to 180 degree. But here these both angles are congruent. So instead of any one, we can write the two times only. So angle OPB plus angle OPB equals to 180 degree. That means 2 times of angle OPB equals to 180 degree. So here if we shift the 2 on right hand side, we get angle OPB equals to 90 degree. And if it is the 90 degree, that means segment OP perpendicular to chord AB. So here we prove that the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Understood? Now based on these theorems, we will solve the practice set 6.1. The first example from practice set 6.1. Distance of chord AB from the center of circle is 8 cm. Length of the chord AB is 12 cm. Find the diameter of the circle. Now here distance of the chord from the center of the circle is 8 cm. That means perpendicular distance is given 8 cm, as well as the length of the chord AB is given 12 cm. We have to find the diameter of the circle. Now see the solution. Here O is the center of the circle. OM is given. Segment OM is given 8 cm. Then chord AB is given here 12 cm. Now as we observe here, OM perpendicular to AB. Therefore AM equals to half of AB. As we know that perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisect the chord. Therefore AM equals to half into, now AB is given 12, so here we can put there 12. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So the distance of AM equals to 6 cm. Now here if you observe the diagram, here we get this distance is 6 cm, then here it is given 8 cm. Then triangle OMA is a right angle triangle. So in triangle OMA, angle M equals to 90 degree. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can mention here AO square equals to OM square plus AM square by Pythagoras theorem. Now substitute the values here. AO we have to find here. So AO square equals to OM is 8 square plus AM is 6 square. 8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36, which is equals to 100. So here AO equals to 10 by taking the square root. By taking square root on both sides. On both sides. But here AO is nothing but the radius of circle. Therefore radius equals to AO equals to 10 cm. Now we have to find the diameter. So diameter equals to double the radius. So 2 into 10 equals to 20 cm. So the diameter of the circle is 20 cm. Understood? Now we will discuss on the example number 3. See the third example. Radius of a circle is 34 cm and the distance of the chord from the center is 30 cm. Find the length of the chord. Radius of the circle is given 34 cm and distance of the chord from the center is given 30 cm. That means perpendicular distance is given 30 cm. We have to find the length of the chord. Now see the solution. See the solution. O is the center of the circle. Look at the diagram. O is center of the circle. AB is chord of the circle. Okay, it is given. Then OM perpendicular to AB, that is also given. The distance of OM is given 30 cm. Distance of OA is given 34 cm. Here OA is nothing but radius of the circle. Now in right angle triangle OMA, by using the Pythagoras theorem, OA square equals to OM square plus AM square. OA square equals to OM square plus AM square. OM is given 34, OA is given 34, OM is given 30. So here we can mention 34 square equals to 30 square plus AM square. 34 square is nothing but 1156 equals to 900 plus AM square. Therefore AM square equals to 1156 minus 900. So we'll get the answer 256. That means here if we are taking the square root on both sides, then we'll get AM equals to 16 cm. But AM equals to half of the AB, because perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisect the chord. So according to that, AM equals to half of AB. That means here when we are shifting the 2 on left hand side, then we get 2 times AM equals to AB. That means AB equals to 2 into the value of AM is 16 cm. So 2 into 16. 16 2s are 32. So AB equals to 32 cm. Therefore the length of the chord is 32 centimeter. Understood everyone? Now one more example we will discuss here. Example number on the fifth example. In figure 6.9, center of two circle is O. Chord AB of bigger circle intersect the smaller circle in point P and Q. Show that AP equals to BQ. See here, O is the center of both circles, smaller and bigger. Then here it is given chord AB of bigger circle intersect the smaller circle at point P and Q. Here you have to show that AP equals to BQ. Okay, see the solution. Here we have to do one construction. We have to draw the OM perpendicular to chord AB. Okay, such that AMB, that betweenness we get. Now if you consider the smaller circle, in that smaller circle OM perpendicular to PQ, that means here we can say that therefore PM equals to MQ, as we know that perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisect the chord. So here for PM equals to MQ we give the number 1. Similarly for the bigger circle, OM perpendicular to AB, therefore AM equals to MB. Again the same reason, perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisect the chord. So AM equals to MB, we give the name 2. But here AM is nothing but AP plus PM and MB is nothing but MQ plus QB. So here instead of that AM equals to MB, we can mention there AP plus PM equals to MQ plus QB. But here PM equals to MQ, as already we mentioned here. So we can cancel that terms. PM equals to MQ. So we cancel the term PM and MQ. So what is remaining? AP equals to QB. That is our proof. Okay. I think everyone understood all the sums. Now you will solve the remaining sums from the practice set 6.1. In next video, we will discuss on the properties of congruent chords. Along that the practice set 6.2. Also we will discuss on the incircle and circumcircle, and along that we will solve the practice set 6.3. Thank you.